This is a production. Troll TV.
Our jam on a Friday night, hanging out and doodling feels right. Our jam with you, my friends. Grab you some art supplies and begin to make some art jam happen tonight.
Yeah, I don't hear it, so.
Whoa, hola amigos. Hola, welcome to Art Jam. I am Pedro Pogues, Texan Spaniard, and we have from the frozen tundra known as the North, we have Zeus King Dark. How are you?
It's actually not as bad right now as they predicted it to be for once. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were calling for a foot of snow, and we only got a couple of inches.
Yeah,
We're doing quite well.
Shout out to Zombie and Ange in the chat. How are you guys doing? How was y'all's Thanksgiving? Well, not like they're gonna respond audibly, but I hope Zombie and Ange that y'all had a nice Thanksgiving. Zeus, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was just nice, quiet. I got to sleep in late. I needed that.
What is sleeping in late?
Yeah, well, doesn't happen very often.
I don't know this thing. I don't know it. I don't know it. I used to know it. You watch anything cool or anything like that?
I tried watching this thing on Netflix the other day. This series with Claire Danes in it.
I seen them advertising it. I can't remember what it's called.
It's shut up. It's something.
It's something.
I started watching it, and it's just the character's so damn neurotic. It's the beast in me.
The Beast in Me. Okay.
Yeah, I was having a hard time getting through the first episode. So yeah. So anything interesting?
Last night, Stephanie and I watched the first two episodes of what's it called? The new season of Stranger Things. We saw the first two episodes, but there's still two more episodes to go for us on the new season of Stranger Things. But
Yeah, I haven't watched them yet.
I mean, how stressful?
I was kind of catching up with with season 4.
I mean, I still am of the opinion that they should have never had more than the first season. That's just my opinion. There really didn't need to be more of it, but I mean, now that they're here, they got to finish it. So, I mean, but
Yeah, it's modern day. They're gonna
milk a thing. Yeah, I know.
It was the first season was the best season. I liked it quite a lot because, they're my age literally. They're born in 1970. It's 1982 and they're 12 years old.
Hey, Ange, how you doing? We were telling you and Zombie hello earlier. How was your Thanksgiving? I laugh just because it's like we leave a space as if they're gonna audibly answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about it until you watch it. I won't say anything about it.
Right.
But hey, I will say that tomorrow there will still not be Markout Mania because
James is still shackled up in Lux's basement.
and I
Being forced
realized,
to watch.
yeah, forced to watch AEW. But Zeus, I realized something this week. We will not have Markout Mania next week either.
What?
Because it's the Angel Art show here in Huntsville. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I forgot about it. It's the first weekend of December, so. Ange is on a 5-stream streak. She's catching up to you, Zeus. She's catching up to you.
Yep.
You're on like a 90-stream streak, I believe.
Yeah. Today be 91. So as long as Twitter doesn't reset and shaft me like they did the last time, when I got right at 100.
Oh yeah, you said you got to 100 on Twitch before, right? And it,
Yeah, I got 100 on yours, and then something happened.
yeah.
And
So I don't know what to draw tonight. If anyone out there wants to throw something out there, you can. I'll see if I agree with it or not. Or Zeus wants to throw something at me, he can do that as well.
I mean, you can always draw the kids from Stranger Things.
The kids from Stranger Things. Jesus. Jesus.
I mean, you brought it up, so I am drawing my comic book character. I'm about ready to get back in and finish it. All this artwork I've done lately is helped get me back to where I want to be doing the art. So I just gotta get in there and just kind of just bang out those last 2 pages worth of dialogue, 2 or 3 pages. So hey, Metal Mondo's in. What's up?
Hey, Metal Mondo, welcome in, Metal Mondo. Anything Macross? Oh, now you're speaking my language, Metal Mondo. Oh my God.
There you go.
Macross. What is it?
Some terrible Lin Min May.
Terrible in me. Hey, so speaking of Macross, Metal Mondo, hey, I got some stuff to show you immediately. So this was from February of last year. But here's a Veritech from February of last year. Zeus recalls this. I did this on the air. Then the SDF-1. Here's the SDF-1. And then, who else did I do? Did I do the love triangle? I think I did the love triangle. Hikaru Ichicho / Rick Hunter. Rick Hunter. Lin Minmay. And then Misa / Lisa. So that was last year, yeah. How was your Thanksgiving, Metal Mondo? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? An auction on Instagram? I don't think if I do an auction it'll go very well. But that will not go very well. Oh, you've been sick. I apologize, sir. You need some chicken soup. No, what have you been sick with? Trying to find the right thing to do here. Let's see. A cold, okay. Yeah, you need some chicken soup, plenty of water. We're gonna get to doodling here. Am I doing Stranger Things or am I doing Macross? I don't think I've never drawn Stranger Things. I guess I can try this. I can try this. Should I wait? So if I draw 11, should I do her with the bald head as a kid, or should I do her like now? That sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. Should I draw her as the
She's super short haired. I don't remember her being
right?
as someone who is bald.
I am currently on the bald side of things, but currently with a lack of hair.
Right.
I'm finding so many pictures of her with the current hair. They're like, no, you must be in the current season. You cannot move around seasons. I'm like, okay. But I feel like if I'm gonna draw her for the first time, it should be the younger version. If I can find some reference I want to use. If you see me moving around like I'm avoiding boxing punches, it's just I have a bunch of equipment in front of me. I have to move around it to see stuff because I'm not very professional. Well, we'll see. Oh, you're eating ham to wash down the water? Hey, ham. I had some ham yesterday. I even had seconds on the ham because we don't get to have ham here. So you know.
Oh, that's right. You don't get to have ham at the house, do you?
Yeah, so because there are people who cannot have pork, so.
Been a lot of, arguing online again about whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I think it's a silly thing because if that means Christmas to someone, that means Christmas to someone. Just let them be. Like.
Yeah, but if you ask me, I don't feel it doesn't feel Christmassy.
I agree with you. If I was gonna watch a movie for Christmas, I'm not gonna be watching Die Hard. But there are so many people. It is a Christmas thing, so it's just like, well, just let them have it. Like.
Do I need to convert James's quote for Die Hard or something?
How'd it work for Die Hard?
I don't know. Just don't think about it too hard. Just accept the Christmas decorations and the lack of overall Christmas messaging.
Well, this is not looking like little kid 11, I have to say. But yeah, it's just an action film. I mean, I mean, I'm not saying it's a great action film or whatever, but still, I mean, it's
Yeah.
an action film.
Well, I mean the guy that Theo, the terrorist that's working in the lobby
Right,
when Powell comes into the lobby to check on the McLean's phone call.
right.
He's he's pretending to watch the football game on TV. It doesn't make Die Hard a football movie just because there's a football game on TV. You know.
Oh, speaking of football, American football, everyone's all about it here at the moment because of
Because
the.
y'all are bandwagon fans and are jumping on that they beat the Chiefs today.
No, no, it is the. So you may recall a long time ago they stopped doing the, not a long time ago, but Stephanie's parents were both still alive when they last had the Texas A&M versus Longhorns match in college football. And,
Match. Uh-huh.
and yeah, so now, well, that's what we would call it in the real football. We would call it a match. They're having it. It's back on, for whatever the conference thing is. So everyone's just all about it at the moment here in Texas because the whole thing is
Right.
renewed. I apologize to 11. I'm drawing you like a 48-year-old person. Kids are kind of hard to draw. What is the thing that happens with kids? We focus on the adult features and like the
Well, I think it has a lot to do with the proportions.
yeah, because
'Cause,
proportions are weird.
Yeah.
I should have done like John Burns' version of 11.
That's fucked up, Pedro.
Maybe I am doing John Burns' version of 11 right now.
Yeah, there you go. Be careful. Be careful where you're throwing your rocks from.
This is true. What about this thing we on Reddit, Zeus, where people are trying to say Jey Uso is similar to Keiji Muto,
Right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
since we don't have the Mark Almania currently to talk about
Man,
this.
that is just some ridiculous horse shit right there. I'll tell you.
They were saying, like, I mean, I don't know if you saw that thread at all, but some of the stuff they were saying was just like about Muto being lazy and all this kind of stuff.
He was lazy doing bad wrestling moves.
Yeah.
Wow. That's an insane fucking take right there. I mean, just. Mondo asked if you're going to make Macross Christmas tree decorations.
Oh man. Metal Mondo. You were gonna say Gatchaman. Oh, yeah. Of course I'm familiar with Gatchaman. I'll do Gatchaman after this. I'll do someone from Gatchaman. Tell me who you would want me to do from Gatchaman. You give me an idea of who you want. Yeah, I apologize about ads. You know how ads are. Am I gonna make Macross Christmas tree decorations? That would be awesome.
Right.
Macross. Imagine like having the little Veritex to hang on your on the thing or on your tree, or have like a SDF one. And people ask you, just be like, it's proto-culture. Proto-culture. Yeah, so, like, it was weird to me that now that the take is that, like, Muto was, like, bad in the ring. Like, I mean,
Yeah, and he only
some
had
people
some
used
good
to think
matches
this.
around. Yeah, and he only had some good matches around 2000 in All Japan with Kawada and some other dude.
Yeah, Tenryu and etc. But like him and Tenryu had some. They had a pretty decent match like back in '96, if I recall, in New Japan. Um,
Yeah,
I do prefer the one they had in 2001 in All Japan. If I was gonna watch a Muto Tenryu match, I would watch that one. But why would I be watching that one, Zeus?
why?
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Muto won the Triple Crown, and at the time it
Oh,
was
oh,
unheard of for someone from New Japan to be
yeah,
like winning the Triple Crown, much less and the one to do it is like Muto. I mean, it was like, oh my god, it's
yeah.
huge. It was huge
It,
back
it was
then.
it was crazy that he did get booked by um, you know All Japan to win the belt, and part of me wonders, it's like, was some of that at all, part of them kind of laying the seeds? Was it, was Baba, eyeing him as the successor after, you know, because Muto was pretty vocal about not being thrilled about, Inoki trying to get everybody to have a shoot fighting match,
Yeah,
you know.
poor
And
poor
Muto was
Yuji
like,
Nagata. Poor Yuji Nagata.
like, hey man, I don't fucking do that shit. I'm a wrestler. I love pro wrestling, I mean, he was pretty well known for not being, you know, down for that type of thing. He didn't want to get, hurt for real, I mean, it was just
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, he was on bad knees then. Like, I mean, he was on pretty bad knees back then. I mean, he's been on bad knees for who knows how long. But,
yeah. I
well, I
mean,
guess what I'm saying.
was there, an idea from Baba before he passed away in '99 that to try and woo him away. Um,
Well, I never heard that theory, Zeus.
oh, no, I'm purely speculating.
Okay, okay,
I'm
okay.
I'm just saying, because I'm just saying because it was so unheard of, that a New Japan wrestler would win the All Japan title.
Yeah, it was a huge deal. I remember I had to get the tape as soon as I could. Had to watch it. People won't even understand that aspect of things now. But
Yeah, and I'd tell you,
Von Erichs versus Freebirds was awesome, world class.
yeah,
Metal Mondo,
they
yes.
just put up Star Wars Christmas Day World Class
Oh
1985.
yeah, you were linking it on in the
Yeah,
chat, right?
yep. So yeah, you can go back and watch that, and
Metal Mondo, my brother Larry and I used to try to talk our parents into taking us when we were really small to Dallas, but that was never going to happen. Like now as an adult, I understand why. Like they didn't have, they had like 6 kids. They weren't going to be able to go to Dallas, like to go watch a wrestling show. Like, like you get it now. Like, oh yeah, that's why we couldn't go. But
well, that, and how far is Dallas away?
it'd be like 3 or 4 hour drive. Yeah.
Right. I mean, but also you got to remember back then shit took longer.
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
drive.
Yeah, that's true.
So it probably would have taken probably 5 hours.
Right.
Uh, because Greensboro kind of got closer um, to Winston Salem as time went on, and we had it felt like it was only like 30 minutes, especially once the we Interstate 40 was made into a second. Well, the original Interstate 40 was turned into Business 40, and then they built a new Interstate 40 that went like around the south end of Winston-Salem, and it really opened up a lot of traffic. So once stuff like that started happening, it made it a lot easier to get to Greensboro, because it was 2 lanes each way for the longest time. So you could easily get hung up. Um, but we used to go, and it wouldn't take that long. And another thing too was I was fortunate enough to have that first event in Winston Salem that I went to for the TV taping. But I mean, nothing would have you know really compared to going and seeing a sportatorium
Oh man.
world class event, because it was always it wasn't their syndicated TV show was everything.
Right.
I mean, it didn't they weren't planning for pay-per-views. It's just whatever was going to happen that week, was going to go ahead and happen that night, or that show. And you know rarely, if ever, did things happen where they weren't on on TV.
Hey, Metal Mondo, yeah. Oh, you're one of six as well. I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest of six. I am the youngest of six. Where do you fall in the six, Metal Mondo? Are you in the middle, the youngest, the oldest?
You doing Charles Xavier, Pedro?
I know. That's what I was saying. It looks like uh, it's so bad. It's so bad. But it's I'm just gonna rough it out. I don't. Fourth in line. Oh wow. You're the fourth in line. No, what's the Dio song? You're the last in line, right? Is that what it is?
You're the damn music expert, not me.
Something like that. Let me see. Dio last in line. Yes, this is Charles Xavier wearing a dress and a jacket. Uh, poor. I don't know what color her eyes are, to be honest with you.
You want me to look it up?
No, I'll look it up. Millie Bobby Brown eye color. Dark brown eyes. Okay. She's got dark brown eyes. And hair is hollow gold. Sweet surprise. People gotta be careful. Who knows what spoilers are out there about this thing?
Yeah.
I've been avoiding certain social media so I don't think someone gets spoiled.
But
You know
yeah,
how, oh,
the Freebird Von Erich War started. I mean, they were baby faces when they got there because when they came back and was it 81.
yeah, something like that.
Um, and I believe it was Gino and gentleman Chris Adams were the top.
Yes, they had a big feud, yeah, with the Von Erichs.
So
Big
that was,
feud.
that was some great stuff. Gino Hernandez dating Farrah Fawcett.
Did they date for real? I know they didn't. I'm just.
I mean, they were photographed together. That's all I know. James is probably watching
Ring of
SmackDown, bitching about it.
Oh yeah, because that thing is tomorrow.
Yeah, Survivor Series.
Survivor Series. That new draft, it's real stingy.
Oh, the
Museum,
see,
the museum.
see, it happened the opposite to me. It's like you said. There's weird little algorithms. It's like hitting a vein of gold.
Right.
Uh, because I got a shit ton out of coin packs. Like,
Wow.
yeah, it is crazy. Next time you're on, look through my stuff. I had one deal because I had gotten a thing, and I had some diamonds and but then after that I dumped like a couple 100,000 coins into the to that, and on my other phone I was doing it too, and it just like is like every other pack I got a rare.
Oh, you got two
Like
accounts?
it was yeah, I got yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you follow the other one.
Whoa, what's the other one?
It's like Charlie Graphic or something.
Oh man, I don't even remember that.
I thought you knew that.
No, if I knew it like from the past, I forgot about it completely.
Hmm.
Yeah, we can tell that I'm just going from one thing to another in my life.
Yeah.
Let me see. Was WWF killed Texas wrestling? I'll tell you something interesting about Metal Mondo said this is Charles Xavier meets Piccolo. Yes, it does look kind of like that. You're not wrong. You're totally not wrong at all. Texas wrestling. So like when I was little, I lived in Port Arthur, and then I lived in Groves, and then in 1985 we moved here to Huntsville. So the before pre-Huntsville, okay, pre-Huntsville, only wrestling I knew was World Class and WWF. That's the only wrestling I knew was World Class and WWF. Coming to Huntsville, got to see more wrestling, but I missed out completely on the Houston wrestling, because back then in the early 80s, the TV, I think, for Groves and Port Arthur came out of like Beaumont and stuff. We didn't get the Houston channels really. It's different now. Like now they probably get the Houston channels, but back then we didn't get the Houston channels. So I didn't get to see any of the Houston wrestling. So I was missing a bunch of cool shit. I was missing all kind of cool stuff that was happening in the Houston wrestling, because they would show that on Channel 39 in Houston. So like if we had lived in Huntsville in that time, I would have seen like the Houston wrestling, where I would have seen Dusty Rhodes, Andre the Giant, Ric Flair, blah blah blah, all this stuff. I had seen Andre the Giant, of course, already, but a lot of stuff I didn't see until like 1985 and moving here and like cable, and then I got to see TBS and I got to see Ric Flair and et cetera, et cetera. I didn't see that beforehand. Well, you saw Ric Flair a bit in World Class. What am I talking about? He was in World
Yeah.
Class, but because there's a whole deal. I mean, Kerry won the title from him and stuff. But you know what I mean? I didn't see the real Ric Flair. You know what I mean? Like we didn't get to see the real stuff. The Georgia stuff and all that stuff, the North Carolina stuff. I didn't get to see that stuff. So you just saw him as like a visitor every blue moon in a year or something.
Well, I mean, Harley came to World Class.
He did. That's true.
And the match was against Ric Flair. It was Kerry and Ric Flair, with Michael Hayes, the special referee.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, Ric Flair was like maybe once or twice a year I would remember him being there.
Yeah.
But so I didn't really get to see the real Ric Flair. Like,
yeah, the Crockett in Georgia. But it wasn't just the WWF. It was I mean, Fritz was kind of he was really, he was really into making his sons into the world champions,
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that talk about, if you got too popular, he would send you packing, he didn't want anybody to get over more than the Suns, which is ridiculous. I mean, somebody might be able to rival them in popularity, but I mean, not for an extended period of time there. I mean, not if everybody's. I mean, especially if everybody stayed clean and and not been injured and things like that.
Stayed alive.
But the well, I mean, you can't just say it was looted by NWA. I mean, Gino and Tully were both big stars there. They both left. I mean, it was Joe Blanchard's promotion, and and his son left, went to Mid Atlantic, and that's because part of the big reason of Mid Atlantic doing so well is because they had a great set of arenas that were able to draw big houses that guys could get paid a lot of money on, because specifically Greensboro, Raleigh, and Charlotte, you could get paid a lot of money wrestling for Crockett. And then also Richmond had a decent coliseum even back then. I mean, there was just a lot of 8,000 and 10,000 seat arenas in the early '80s in the Mid Atlantic area that were all real popular, and Greenville, South Carolina, that was a popular place. So and then the ability to work, somebody like Ric Flair and other guys that could work, they could work on a Saturday and Saturday afternoon and wrestle in Charlotte, and then drive 3 or 4 hours to Atlanta and wrestle there Saturday night or Sunday. I mean, it was just, it was a lot, smaller drives, and, with wrestling, it was just, just as hot. But that guy, that Phil Cole guy, you know, where he shows um, all that great breakdowns of what they paid every wrestler for an event. Um, you know you know, they pay like, God, what were they paying? Paying Harley like 15 to 18,000 or $1,800
Wow.
a night in the early '80s. Take it easy, Metal.
Hey, Metal Mondo, I hope you feel better. Hope you get to feeling better. Take care of yourself.
Thanks for subscribing through Prime.
Oh yes, thank you. I didn't see that. I apologize, Metal Mondo. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much.
His Prime account. I'm about to cancel Prime myself because they're a giant pain in the ass. Now, there's nothing on there. I go there and I look for shit and I'm like, that don't care. Nothing, you know, nothing good, nothing good, nothing good. But yeah, I mean that's all kind of stuff we've talked about before. Um, but yeah, I was blessed to have so much wrestling on my TV. You know,
Well, when we moved to
because
Huntsville,
we got world class. We started
right?
getting world class around 1980.
Yeah, the when we moved to Huntsville, I mean, we just got to see a lot more wrestling that we didn't get to see before.
Yeah.
And I've told you all this before, but maybe not here on Twitch. But you know from the Markout Mania about like the Lucha Libre, CMLL, and like in 1989 they started appearing on like the Spanish language channels here in like Houston from the Houston television, and it was just like whoa, like so. Always the thing I always remember the most was that well, I think that's from 1990, but that apuestas between Arroyo de Jalisco and is it Cien Caras or the one where he comes out, Arroyo de Jalisco comes out with the mariachis and gets attacked before he gets in the ring.
It sounds about right.
Yeah. I know someone's gonna be like, that's like so many matches. Like, yeah. This is where we are right now with 11 being in her 11 / Piccolo / Charles Xavier.
Oh, that actually looks a lot better now.
It does not look like a kid though.
No, it looks like she's about 17 or 18.
Let's see.
I did put the beginning of what I'm drawing in,
Okay, hold on.
in the Texan Spaniard Studios.
Say what now?
Put it in the Texan Spaniard Studios.
It's not showing up on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me refresh it to see if it'll show up then. No, it says you sent an attachment, but it is not showing it to me.
Try it again.
I'll just keep refreshing. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'll show everyone. So let me show you what Zeus has going on. Do y'all see? Here's the start of his. Is she in her bra and underwear, or is that just a construction?
It's all a construction. I mean,
Okay.
she's got like a, kind of like that
Like a corset type
piratey,
thing. Yeah.
piratey blousey top with a.
Yeah, yeah. Here, we'll have a closer look. Here, you see the hat. Look at the eyes. I love the hand. The hand looks great.
Yeah.
You're getting almost as good as Shining Wizard. No, I'm joking.
You see, he drew his brother.
Hold on. I'm trying to remember where this thing is. Here we go. Yeah, he drew his brother. Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look this up. Zeus is way better than Shining Wizard. I apologize. I hope I know Shining Wizard won't see this. I forgot to promote this on Twitter anyway. So. Let's see. Oh goodness, I see it. I see it now. Oh goodness, that dude. Did you see the thing of Moxley versus Dorada? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh my god, this guy.
I mean, just you really gotta learn how to pick your battles when you're, redrawing photographs.
Okay, let's see. We got a thing. We got a thing to ban. Let me see if I can get to it.
Oh,
Let me see.
I got it.
Are you sure?
I get it.
Okay. Okay.
Got it.
What was their name this time? Branching Face Lift XR. What a handle. Branching Face Lift XR. Try to think if I want to do a background on this or like a color. Feels like it needs something. I'll put some yellow.
Well, you get that. You got that the black and red, stormy backgrounds. In the show.
Right. I will get to it. I'm gonna first lay in some yellow, cause it doesn't hurt to have some yellow. Then.
I mean, it's just like those Chips Ahoy, Stranger Things cookies.
I might look that up. I've seen them in the stores, but I might look up the specific color palette. It's weird how much of those I saw. You should have seen like some of that stuff. Not for that one, but someone had an Oreo flavored soda. Who was it that had an Oreo flavored soda?
It was a Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. Singapore.
Coke Zero. It was delicious.
Singapore was obsessed with that fucking thing.
So was I.
They had like, I mean, you would have had to have seen it. They had like so much, like it was beyond like, beyond the drink. They had like, cakes and this and that, like,
Yeah, they had.
and the thing.
Yeah, they had Coke flavored Oreos and Oreo flavored. Yeah, and there was a snack cake, like at 7-Eleven for a little bit too. I think.
Yeah, they had all kind of stuff for it. I was just like, man,
Yeah.
I didn't know why Singapore was so crazy for it. But.
I have one of the cardboard display things in the back of my car.
Man, you really loved it.
I really did. I bought the shit out of it too. The Speedway manager, um, he had uh, he had 30 like 37 bottles left, and they were supposed to be picked up, and he gave me a deal on them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the last 37 20 ounces that they had, and I got them for like next to nothing. And I went to another Safeway because we have a lot of those here, and I got a bunch more in the. They had a skinny 12-ounce can.
So I did not know that Safeway still existed. Cause here,
Speedway.
oh Speedway, okay. You said Safeway, so I was like, oh.
Sorry, see in North Carolina, there's a million independent places called Safeway, Speedway.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right. Yeah, and here in Texas, Safeway became Apple Tree, and then at some point, Apple Tree disappeared.
mm,
I think the one we had locally became a Brookshire Brothers, but I know not all of them became Brookshire Brothers. Some of them became other things.
yeah. Um, um, what you call it? 7-Eleven has bought Speedway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Ange, thank you for making us aware of that bot. By the way,
Yeah.
you were working on cards earlier. The dogs were taking turns needing your attention and cuddles. Makes it hard to craft. Yeah. People always trying to make crafting hard. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside for now. Let it dry. We got a piece of cardboard. No, I got more. I got a whole nother pad here. So what was the other thing that was mentioned was Gotcha Man.
Oh yeah. See, I never got the good version of that.
We had
Until way
Battle.
later.
I only knew it as Battle of the Planets until I was like, at some point later, and I learned it was called Gotcha Man.
Right. But what I'm saying is like the first Gotcha Man I saw was that terrible dub where he's like, "I am Eagle, I am Falcon." It's
So
just terrible.
you didn't see Battle of the Planets?
No. I did see Battle of the Planets. I'm saying the first time I saw Gotcha Man.
Oh, I got okay. I'm with you now. Okay. I didn't see Japanese Gotcha Man until the '90s, and that was bootlegs.
Yeah, and I think that's what the part of that problem was with that one is. I hate this.
Something not going right here.
That's trash. Oh, okay.
You starting over?
Yeah.
I thought it looked. I thought it looked good.
Not feeling it. But yeah, I mean, you had the great Ted Knight, narrating the intro for Battle of the Planets, and then of course, they had to use some American company to tone down the violence and everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Star Blazers. You know, there's an episode in the first season where Captain Avatar Okita, when he was a boy, he was supposed to have seen uh, Battleship Yamato come back into Tokyo Bay at one point, and they completely that's completely gone from American Star Blazers.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Because it was just, it wasn't even 40 years after World War II ended when Star
Oh,
Blazer,
I see.
was released in in America. I mean, it was what, like 78 or 9.
Right. Man, it's hard to find good reference for this. I'm just gonna say. You will not believe how much of the reference I'm looking up to is AI stuff.
Oof.
I'm
Why
like,
don't you just why don't you search Alex Ross Battle of the Planet?
uh,
It's going to give you better reference.
yeah, but like, I'm like, can't they just like if I put anime, it doesn't give me like the original anime. I'm like, just give me the original anime.
I would put in cartoon. Battle of the Planets cartoon.
Let's see. Mostly what I'm getting is the main guy.
Mark?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what his name is in the original, but I cannot remember. I like that you're like bashing your keyboard like pound 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 pound.
Yeah. Um, Boy, that's funny. I look up the Wikipedia page for Science Ninja Team Gatchaman, and the default photo is an Alex Ross
Huh,
for the ADV Films DVD release.
man. What are
Yeah,
you what?
Ken Washio, the eagle.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Joe the condor. I never thought he was a condor. I always thought he was like a falcon or something. That's so funny. Condor. Hey, like if anybody's the damn if anybody's like a condor, it's fucking tiny. But he was the owl.
Yeah. What was the big guy supposed to be?
The owl.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, tiny.
Oh, okay. I was saying the little one, the one.
Keop.
Keop, yeah. I know he
Keop
does.
was
I
a
know he's not like
swallow.
that in the original thing.
He was a swallow, but his helmet made him look like a little duck.
Yeah, yeah.
It says swallow, but he did not have the beak of a swallow. And yeah, and
June.
Princess
Yeah,
Jun the
June
Swan.
the Swan.
You saw that car that somebody in Greensboro has, right? I posted pictures years ago
I think so.
of
Yeah.
the Gotcha Man. They did their whole car wrapped like God Phoenix. What did they call that? Yeah, Yeah, Seven's Arc 7.
Yeah, Seven's Arc 7. That weird Americanized version.
Yeah.
I mean, I had no concept of it at the time. You know, I was a little
Yeah.
kid. It's the first
Oh, yeah,
cartoon I
World War
recall seeing. Yeah. First cartoon I can remember watching is that one, Battle of the Planets.
Yeah, we got it. I remember watching on TBS
Yeah,
on
yeah.
weekday.
I mean, I know it originally was on Saturday mornings, but I think we saw like the syndicated thing on TBS. Oh.
Yeah, what do they call the damn?
The ship,
Yeah, it's called the
what?
Phoenix.
The
Okay.
Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah, and then they did that. Yeah, and then it became the Flaming Phoenix when they put all their powers together.
It's kind of interesting the villain, how
Beltar.
yeah, how like in the Japanese it's like the original it's they turn into a girl, and then in the Battle of the Planets they just kind of grow hips, but that's never explained.
Yeah, they definitely never explained it. Like when he ripped his mask off and then kind of disappeared into the like into a portal or something.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Casey Kasem was
yeah, yeah.
voice of Mark.
That's right. Casey Kasem did all kind of shit back then.
Yep. Robin in anything Batman, he was Robin. He was, of course, he was Shaggy from Scooby Doo. That man lived in a sound booth for the better part of 30 years. If he wasn't doing that, he was doing top 40 and. Oh yeah, and they had those grappling lines and the boomerangs, the bird-shaped boomerangs.
Remember when they would get on each other's shoulders and do like the
Yeah,
little
the pyramid.
yeah, and they'd spin around like a tornado.
Mm-hmm. And the the bad guy soldiers, was it Spectre?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they had bell bottoms.
yeah, yeah. They did, they did.
Who you drawing?
I am butchering something at the moment. I'm like, I'll try to fix it as I go, but it's supposed to be June, but we'll see. We'll see how it
Oh,
goes. We'll see how
she
it
looks like
goes.
she's behind on her sleep.
Yeah, it's a butchery right now. I'm not too concerned, Zeus. I'm not too concerned. I don't know if you've noticed that. I just got well. I
This
moved
is
my hands around.
this is fun time, you know.
I moved my hand around. I was doing some recording earlier because I needed to test the microphone a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it's my the holidays. It's hard to get in time for music
Oh, yeah.
stuff. So Might as well get it in.
Well, they even did have a a comic book.
Oh, like back in the day, or like, are you
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
more
back in
recently?
the day, 40 cents from Whitman Comics.
Oh wow, I never seen those. I have to look
Yeah,
that up.
apparently it went up to at least issue number 6.
Oh wow.
Yeah, coloring books, all by Whitman. You remember
Oh,
the Whitman logo, the big W with the round face, simple face, smiley face underneath it.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they super simplified and cartoonized the comic book stuff, which is crazy because it's not, nobody understood Japanimation back then is what we called it.
Right. Yeah. How did that term get started? Like, I think about it and I'm like, how did we start just calling it Japanimation? Like, who started calling it this? How did we?
Because the word anime was strange,
Right. But I'm
right?
talking about like in the 1980s. Okay. So
Right.
like when Mazinger as Tranzor Z, Macross as Robotech, Captain Harlock, that Ulysses S whatever, like all these things are hitting our cable, right?
Yeah.
How did we go Japanimation? Like who? Like how did this get into our brain? Like who threw that out there? Like someone had to
Oh,
someone had
yeah.
to put it out there for us to pick up on it.
It had to be in like
One of his comic books or
no, I bet it was. I bet it started like in like reviews, because even back then people were reviewing cartoons, for print.
oh, you're probably right. Maybe we read in the newspapers like
Yeah,
Japanimation.
yeah. Because there probably came a point where I I think remember like when Robotech got really popular, that was a pretty big deal,
Oh, it
you
was
know.
huge for me, as we know. So
Yeah, but it was. I think at the time in America, I think it was um, the most popular, cartoon. Because we kind of like Saturday morning cartoons started to fall off, um, and I think so had GI Joe at that point had fallen off, and Transformers.
I mean, Transformers were still popular because
It's
that's
still
like
popular, but it wasn't like the first it wasn't like the G1 seasons. Those first like 2 seasons.
so. The first time I saw Macross was Robotech was in '85, and Transformers were still insanely popular at that time, from what I recall. The movie doesn't come out till '86.
Right. That was the year Jason was born. Or
'86.
Oreo Punk, yeah.
Oh wow, he's like a lot younger than we are.
Yeah. That's what I said. He's technically old, young enough to be my kid, and he hates me for that.
Now imagine we could do this with them. That would be fun.
Oh yeah. Jason, some stuff he was working on the other day.
Well, how was it going?
It was good. He just kind of like he was doing he'd been working on a page, and then he just took a break from it and did a check action pose.
I applaud them for being able to finish like comic books. That's
Yeah.
hard. Like whatever one thinks of the art of some of the things, like if someone can finish it, like man, because it's
I mean, but that's just like you know, Rob Liefeld. You know, he was able to finish shit.
yeah.
You know, John Romita Jr. He was able to finish stuff. You know,
I mean, you couldn't get a more simple, lazy style of drawing than Tom's Weird Life, and I did not finish it. So I I applaud
well,
the people.
you did do a shitload of pages.
Yeah, for a while, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's a good page right there. It's looking really nice.
oh, I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what I can do with it. I'll see what I can do with it. The lines are real doodly at the moment, but I'll try to fix it up as I go.
And they all had mullets too. Mark and Jason had mullets.
Yep. There were some crazy fashion styles going on in that show.
That was not crazy. That was the style. What the hell are you talking about, hey, bro? Of course, you know my dad. There's no way my dad was going to let my hair get that long like my brother did.
My parents were not happy when I started growing out my hair. I know that. I mean, at one point they offered me like I want to say it was like $400 to cut it off, and I didn't do it.
Wow, that's pretty funny.
My dad was worried I was gonna be like I don't know, you know. He was worried I was gonna be
I
some.
probably do know.
Yeah, you. I don't want to say it, but you know. And it was like I don't know why he was worried about that. I mean, like I mean they didn't know what all was going on with me, but I mean, I had so many like so many girls chasing me around and stuff at times. I'm just like, I don't know why they're concerned about that. Like, but.
Hey, zombie.
Hey, zombie. How was your Thanksgiving?
I'm gonna hum this theme song while we draw this thing. You know, one thing I'll say about Battle of the Planet Zeus, they kept the original song. Like, I know they changed, they turned it into an instrumental, but I mean, they kept the original music. That's some original music from the show. So.
Yeah.
Maybe not all the original music, but you know, still.
Star Blazers, they just changed the words of the song.
Oh, cool.
You know, the Star Blazers song is Yamato.
That's right. This is where we are. Well, man, it's hard for me to get this camera right today. I apologize. It's a little. The angle's a little strange today, so it's hard for me to figure it out. You've been lurking. Thanksgiving was good. Spatchcocked a 19-pound turkey and brined it with Jun. Yeah, you said you had done that on. When was it? Wednesday. Yeah, you said you had just finished.
Yeah, that is his food line turkey.
Yeah. That's right. Oh, thank you. Earlier, zombie. I
always got 2 turkeys. That was your limit, was 2. So I would get a second one that's slightly smaller, and then I would, cook that for Christmas.
Earlier, zombie. I made poor 11 look like a disgruntled, 40-year-old woman. So, but. Poor 11. Poor 11 because of my art of her.
Yeah, she definitely wants a she wants a high value man that's 6 feet tall with 6-pack abs and makes a 6-figure salary.
Who are we talking about now?
Just the modern women dating.
Oh, okay.
Stuff.
Well, after being drawn like that, yeah, I guess she deserves that. She deserves nothing less than that. Oh, wow, only took 90 minutes to cook. Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, when you spatchcock it,
Yeah.
It takes a lot less time.
Oh,
because
wow.
you're not having to heat up that inner cavity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's basically laid out flat.
Right.
So.
That's right. Gotcha, man. Cooks a lot more evenly. I gotta try the spatchcocking thing.
Yeah. I gotta try it someday too. One of my coworker David, he swears by it. And his kid, his son loves saying spatchcock.
Ha. That's hilarious.
Right?
That sounds like something a kid would. Only thing I only do cranberry relish, so that's all my Thanksgiving cooking is usually just that. Because we go to Stephanie's family's deal and they cook it up. Stuffing with a tube of Jimmy Dean sausage in it. Oh wow. Oh man,
My mom used to make cornbread dressing with sausage. It used to be so good. But can't have
See,
that.
Jimmy Dean sausage has got too much damn fat in it.
I don't know what brand of sausage my mom used. It was just, so I can't say
Yeah.
it was.
Zombie, if you can find if your if your food line, if you can get Niece's sausage, that's the best sausage I've ever had. And of course, damn Yankees don't know what the hell that is. Am I still here? Okay.
Say what now?
I was it got quiet all of a sudden.
Oh, I was into what I was doing. I apologize.
Yeah, no. I was plugging in my other phone here to.
He said, fat, it was lean as heck. I have to add butter to it to make sausage gravy for biscuits.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, maybe they put some butter. No,
I think we did used to use some kind of breakfast sausage, but it wasn't Jimmy Dean's. Let's set this aside.
it comes in like a brick, like wax paper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nieces.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do another one. So we did June. Gotcha, man. I can't get this song out of my head. Can't get this song out of my head now. Gotcha, man.
What year did the Turtles cartoon come out?
Ninja Turtles.
Was it 9 years?
It was in the 80s, but let me see. Like that miniseries, that first miniseries or whatever.
The franchise began with comic book and expanded to include popular animes 87. Yeah. And there were definitely Japanese people animating a lot of that.
Right.
And once again, sadly, the Turtles was plagued by inconsistent artwork in the series too. A lot like
So many 80s cartoons.
yeah.
How many 80s cartoons had like inconsistent artwork? So many of them. It's like Transformers. Some episodes looked a little bit like anime, and some episodes looked like they're drawn with, I don't know, crayons. Not really, but I mean, they're just.
Yeah, some were just crap.
Yeah. So many 80s cartoons are like that. And Zeus, you're probably like us, and my brother and I, we used to always be like, oh, it's one of those good episodes.
Exactly.
Like with Ghostbusters, with the Ghostbusters cartoon. Like, it's one of the good episodes.
Yeah, the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah. I think we've talked about this before. Be like, oh, it's the good episodes.
Yeah, and that I tell you, Silverhawks had a lot less good episodes.
Right.
Uh, Most of the time, their stuff was pretty garbage.
They just had that opening. Everyone had like an amazing opening back then.
Yeah, yeah, they dumped all the money into the opening and wanted to use stock footage to help get them through. You know, and I mean, they did that. They had to do a lot of that with um, Star Blazers. A lot of stock footage.
Right. No, I'm not
Because they
trying to
just
be. Oh yeah, sorry.
didn't have the money.
I'm not trying to be judgmental here, but Mark has really big eyelashes for
Yeah,
a dude. I'm
yeah,
just gonna say it. Just gonna say it.
yeah. Well, I mean, but also like he was so he was so disco looking.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
I mean, he had like he could have been a character in that movie with Mila Jovovich and
Oh,
uh,
okay, okay,
McConaughey. Crazy,
right.
what was it? Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Mark could have been in that. You know,
Yeah, it's wild when things I don't pay attention to till you get to drawing something, and then you're like, oh wow, like that's
um, because I mean, disco and all that '70s stuff was pretty much dead by the time you had a lot of awareness.
yeah. An interesting thing happens with decades. The start of a decade is kind of a continuation of the decade before for a little while.
Yeah, I think the '80s really didn't start until like '82 or '83, and
Yeah,
like the '90s didn't really start until 90, 92, 93.
I think the 90s are a little bit interesting because you can argue a little bit that some stuff in 89 is kind of a precursor to what's going to come in the 90s. Musically, of course, is what I'm referencing, but
Mhm.
especially in pop music. In pop music, not so much the grunge stuff, but the pop music. Although there is already things like that before the grunge stuff hits, but there's some like dance pop stuff in the 89 that sounds pretty much like it's 1990s stuff. I tell you, 1987 was when I was younger. When I was 11, going on 12, like that summer, I was crazy about so much music in 1987.
Mhm.
I was always crazy about music. I know. I'm just saying I was really into so much music in that summer of 1987. Let's see what my goofy disco mark thing. Let's see. Zombie said they got Jimmy Dean, Bob Evans, Gwaltneys, and Gwaltneys he put gross and Gunnos. And he says greasy.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember the buying in the 80s, buying Jimmy Dean sausage biscuits in the box, and they had to have a warning label on the box that do not put entire box in oven.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, what dumbass, and their lawyer do we get to blame for that?
That's wild.
You know? I got something to go along with your princess.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on.
Hang on, let me get it up.
Dun, 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 dun,
Boom, 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 boom.
G-Force.
Battle of the Planets.
Kind of funny. They're like, we need something like Star Wars. Let's take this show, turn it into Star Wars. Like we'll just put R2D2 in there. We'll combine R2D2 and C3PO together, basically.
Yeah.
Let's combine
Plus,
them.
he was kind of the bridge of, like, what happens when we have to edit out.
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, now
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
This is awesome, Zeus. Hold on. Yes. This is amazing. Wait till y'all see what Zeus got cooked up. Look at this. It's one of the Stooges, like one of the cronies, the soldiers.
The Spectre soldiers.
Yeah.
They all had that same, like, submachine gun.
Yeah. This looks so awesome. This, Zeus, do you know what I'm about to say?
What?
It looks a bit like John Byrne's drawing Gatchaman. That would have been awesome. Can you imagine John Byrne Gatchaman?
Or if they just paid me to draw
There you go.
Gatchaman like. Hey,
Now-
we need something that's kind of like John Byrne. Yeah, I know. I just, he's just my fallback. He's just built into me.
Yeah, he was such a big influence on a lot of us, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, he did so many things so well. I mean, that shit he did in perspective, and he always, it just made everything seem more real looking at it, And his lines were never, like, some people did, like, overly thick lines,
Right.
And it felt like, a lot of it felt lazy, and it was also probably, I mean, of course, we didn't understand when we were kids how, what kind of time constraint, and how hard it was to hit deadlines and shit,
Right, right.
you know. And I mean, you kind of had to be somebody like, Bob Cockrum to be able to consistently not hit your deadline. He was a fantastic artist, but he
It's not good at hitting
they
his
said they
deadlines.
said that he, whatever you wanted from Bob, he'd always have 2/3 of it done on time.
Mm.
And so when they wanted to take the X-Men, to monthly from bi-monthly, they were like, man, John Burns over here he's doing fill-ins and two damn books already, you know.
So, do you think John Burns is kind of like, in terms of influence on people our age who got into art, like comic book art and stuff? Is he kind of like almost a Kirby level person to us or something?
Yeah, I think for the '80s,
Yeah.
I mean, even Walt Simonson said he was the first. He was the first comic book rock star.
Yeah. I think that's right.
Yeah, I mean, he was the first guy that people were like, "Oh man, we got to get him to come to our convention," and people were wanted to meet him, and because I mean, we didn't, and we never really understood how bad Kirby was treated by Marvel until a lot later,
Yeah. Right.
and and but Byrne was he was so good at so many things and super prolific, and it's like, oh, you need a great cover, okay, we'll do that. Like, oh shit, we misnumbered fucking this last issue of Marvel Team Up. We need one by Tuesday. It's Friday afternoon. John, can you do an issue of Team Up by Tuesday so we can get it inked and like, Jesus Christ. And he did. Like, holy shit, man. And I mean, I remember the comic book stories. I mean, everybody, they all, it was written on a lot of the tags. John Byrne. And people bought anything. You know, I mean, Michael Turner and Jim Lee got like that popular eventually, but
My oldest brother was crazy about Superman. Crazy about Superman. So I remember for the longest time, if he talked about comic book artists, to him, like Kurt Swan was like God or whatever.
right. Yeah, a lot of people who were huge Superman fans, they really loved Kurt Swan, and a lot of people were a little upset about them bringing Byrne in, and
Yeah. But then when Man of Steel was so good and stuff, people were just like, oh my God. Then
Yeah.
suddenly, like, I
But,
remember,
you
like,
know,
he became, like, John Byrne's the best, and all this kind of stuff.
yeah, I mean, but like but John was like, he said that he was he was told that Kurt wasn't like losing his job or anything. Like he was still going to be doing, something Superman.
Right.
But
How long did Kurt Swan do Superman? I wonder.
I think for 45 years.
Wow. That's a long time.
Let me see here.
That is a long time.
Um, yeah, Swan produced hundreds of covers and stories from the 50s through the 80s.
I mean, I think he was a good artist.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, he couldn't compete with the modern stuff in a way. Like at that time, like it wasn't sexy enough or whatever.
Yeah, he was still doing that, that golden age style,
Yeah.
silver age style, so silver age. He was, I mean, his style was, a defining part of the silver age.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of natural that that's, how he was known and you know, and DC, wanted to they needed more stuff to try and catch up to Marvel.
I always liked Marvel comics more, but people were always like, "No, DC's the serious stuff."
See, like everything is hit or miss. That's the thing. You could kind of like one universe more or less, I think, but I mean when I mean I just I read whatever I liked,
Right.
and um the thing about the thing about DC is they could be a little hokey at times.
Mm.
You know? Because every time I saw something that was like, oh, it's a Bat Family comic book, I was always like, oh, this is so dumb because they'd always have like like a bat penguin and
Right. Right.
you know
Right.
bunch of really just dumb hokey shit. It's like, oh, it's like 40, it's like 68 pages for $1. It's like, well, it's like it's
That's
22
true.
pages of good shit, and the rest of this is just a bunch of filler crap.
That's true.
So, but then you'd see stuff like, fucking Swamp Thing was amazing, and
Right. Right.
Swamp Thing was, I love Teen Titans.
Oh yeah, that.
Perez and Wolfman, you know, um, if it hadn't been for Perez and Wolfman, I mean, they really kind of helped bring, DC in, out of the 70s and the 60s.
Right.
And the whole, the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yep.
They did that too. And that was, that was them tying up all those extra Earths and dimensions and shit, and saying, hey, this is, we want just one Superman, we want one Wonder Woman, we want one Batman.
Only stayed so simple, huh?
Yeah. Until the damn fucking what was it? I mean, there were cracks in it. You know, the Elseworlds and things were cracks, and then they eventually brought back JSA in the early 2000s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was some really good shit. There were Alex Ross covers, and it was as good or better than
Kingdom Come or
Justice League.
oh
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, you know, Kingdom Come, I'm always suspect on because, you know, that story was lifted from, um, that Squadron Supreme from Marvel.
right. Okay, so since you mentioned Alex Ross, what are your thoughts on Alex Ross?
He does great work from photographs. I like his watercolors, but you know, he's just not. It's just it just takes from too much from photographs. You know, that Bradstreet guy is the same way. There's all these guys who are, you know, they're drawing over photographs all the time. You know, it's, I mean, that's what they're good at, and they're, you know, he's prolific at it, and you know, he's dependable or whatever, and he's done some, you know, really amazing shit. But it's, you know, it's not like, you know, it's not my favorite thing.
Is
And he's not somebody I ever jumped to get anything of, you know.
I don't know if what I'm about to ask is controversial, but is Alex Ross a tracer? Or do you think some amount of what he's done is tracing? I
Well, if he's
suspect.
taking photographs, you know, it's still that's I'd say that's got him at a slightly higher level. Um, but yeah, kind of.
I didn't realize it, at first, but at some point, or in recent years, I kind of became aware. Yeah, Alex Ross is maybe a tracer. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't pick up on it before, because I'm pretty good at that stuff, picking up on it. But
Well, you know, it's like Sienkiewicz. I mean, he's done a lot of light tracing. I feel like. Um, but he puts so much else into it.
right,
You know, he's not trying to make, you know, people seem like they're real. You know, it just, you know, it's like, oh well, I'm doing this pose or that pose, and you know, maybe this is, you know, I mean, I don't know, you know, I don't think it's ever really been documented how he works at all or anything, but you know, he might just be like grabbing a magazine and, you know, throwing it on a light table or whatever, and just getting an outline. You know, I don't know, but there's some of his stuff is just, you know, outstandingly good.
I think I'm done with Mark. I I think this is.
Let's see. Yeah, looking good there. It's definitely captured the spirit of the eagle.
I should have done some disco ball on the cover. Still sad about poor 11. Poor Stephanie's gonna laugh so much when I show her this 11 piece.
Well, didn't you show her John Byrne drawing Franklin Richards at age 4.
John Byrne.
Speaking of Franklin Richards, God, I watched the CinemaSins video about the new Fantastic Four movie.
Okay.
Oh,
whose video?
CinemaSins.
Oh, Cinema Sins. Okay, Cinema Sins.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen it. The video or the movie.
Well, of course, I'm not going to watch that movie, but yeah, the CinemaSins videos. Of course, they cover a whole lot of stuff, and it's just crap.
Sorry about that ding, everyone. Everyone just heard a ding as I was deleting the 90s November thing. No more 90s November until next year. We didn't really do much 90s music in 90s November this year.
Well, you left it up to a randomizing piece of software, Pedro.
What you talking about the? You talking about the? No, well, the YouTube shows were different. That was nostalgic November.
Yeah.
That here on Twitch was 90s November. That's leaving it up to requests by viewers like you. And thank you guys for all the viewing and requests you guys do. So it sounds really bad, Zeus. So it was bad, as bad as you feared.
Oh, it's actually worse.
Oh,
it's actually worse than I could imagine it being. It just the levels of stupid and just the. It just seemed like. It just seems like it was just, created with fucking AI. It just, I hate the art style of it. I hate the damn, this point in time where they've pulled the characters from. And Jesus, the guy who's playing the Thing, he does not sound like you would think the Thing would sound at all. He doesn't sound like he's from. A tough part of New York or anything, He's just some fucking goof, and the stupid shit with, fucking growing out a beard. He looked like that. He looked like the fucking Transformer that John Goodman played in the Michael Bay movies. That's what he looked like. That might have been the Michael Bay version of Hound.
Man.
I can't remember who that was. But and then I watched the CinemaSins video on the new Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah, there's a new one?
Yeah, because this last one was technically a 2-part movie.
Okay.
The one that was slightly before this, which is why it might seem like there was just one a few years ago when.
Oh, okay.
Is your ass eating some candy? What the hell's going on?
I'm just flipping through these.
I'm just checking.
You see, I'm just flipping through these old postcard size things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, I am not eating some candy. Don't
I
got
just
any
heard
candy.
like some rapper sounding paper.
Can you imagine? I just start eating candy on the air.
Then I watched a video of these guys trying the different kinds of wrap snacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
How do they like them? Or
There were like half of them were decent to bad, and then the other half of them seemed like they were pretty good. There was one. It was like a Snoop Dogg one. It was like barbecue chicken and ranch, and that one was their favorite.
uh, barbecue chicken sounds good, but ranch, I don't know.
They said the ranch kind of hit you on the aftertaste.
Not selling me very well on this.
Yeah. Well, my favorite wrap snack are the Master P's barbecuing hot honey cheese puffs.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Uh, are these like chips or?
Most of them are chips, but they do have some cheese puffs,
Okay.
and those Master P ones were.
I've not had any Master P chips. I can
Ooh
honestly
wee.
say that.
Yeah.
Can honestly say I have not.
That's because you don't shop in the food.
I'm shopping the food. I kind of remember Stephanie and I seeing some rapper branded chips at Walmart and
Yeah.
stuff for a while, and I would just be like, "What the hell is that?" Because I had no idea.
I had no idea. I'm just a little country white boy.
It's a little country white boy. I know y'all are like, what is this bag we're hearing? It's just a bag of postcard size things. But so let's see. Final look here at everything. I did a terrible job on 11. Poor 11. She's drawn as bad as she looks here. She looks so sad. Jun the Swan and Mark. And Zeus was working on. You have any updates before we go?
I just finished inking.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, give me just a second for.
Okay. Yo, you did send me an update. I didn't see. I apologize about that, Zeus. I'll show them that update while you work on.
I'm done. I'm just taking a picture now.
So here you see. This was one of his updates. He's going to have another update for us here in a moment.
Okay, I can make a video short out of this.
Oh wow, cool. Oh yeah. The
I try to
process.
post something every day.
Yeah, it's. I can tell you some YouTube algorithm stuff if you want, because I know I do know quite a bit about it to some degree nowadays. But it's an ever changing deal. I'll just say that it's ever changing.
Yeah, and I noticed because like pretty much every short it dies after the first day. like all the views I get are on the first day.
Right. So on for YouTube stuff for shorts, things to so if you're like going for monetization on YouTube, just know that the route through shorts is very difficult. It's
Yeah.
very difficult. It's not easy. You have to have so many millions of views over a very short time period. Like
Yeah.
we're talking like 90 days or something like that. It's like you have to have 4 or whatever million views or whatever. It's very hard. Like shorts, the route through monetization is very difficult with shorts.
Yeah. I'm not got monetized. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, yeah, you're just
Yeah.
promoting like what you're doing and stuff. But long form content, you have a longer time period. You have like a year. But
Yeah.
getting watch time can be difficult. But
Yeah. Did you see the inked?
oh no, let me see. Let me see. Oh, okay, okay. Let me show everyone the inked. That's looking great. Everyone's about to see. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, Zeus, looking at this, you know what I'm thinking about?
What's that?
So you see the thing with the fangs?
Yeah.
Starlight Kid is making me think
Yeah.
about her mask. I never put that together. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And Cobra Moon's second mask.
Oh yeah, yeah. Lucha Underground.
She announced on her socials that she's split with Mr. Bryan.
I thought they split like more than 2 years ago.
Apparently, it's for good this time. I don't know, but
Well, God bless him. God bless him.
Yeah.
We are gonna let me make sure I mute this, or people are gonna hear this stuff. We are gonna raid out Zombie and Metal Mondo. Thank you guys for hanging out. Who did we raid on? Who did we raid on Wednesday? I'm trying to remember.
Mrs. Zombie.
No, that was Tuesday. That was Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Somebody.
I'm trying to think if it was
Kimball?
Kimball. Yeah, it might have been Kimball Collins. Might have been Kimball Collins. Let me see who else is on. Trying to see if anyone's doing art or anything, but no one seems to be doing art right now. I mean, Bob Ross is on doing art, but I don't want to. You cannot raid him even if you wanted to.
Which I mean, that's par for the course. That with the people that are controlling his estate.
Right. Let's see. True Paradox is on. 80s Dance Party. We haven't been to 80s Dance. Oh, Joyful Designs. Who's Joyful Designs? I do not know them, so I have to look them up. Full Designs. Let's see what they got going on. Oh, they are drawing. Okay. Okay, we'll raid them. Let me give them a follow before I raid.
Thank you, Zombie. Thank you, Ange.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Stay safe. Everyone take care. See you next week, God willing. And stay safe. Be good to each other and to yourself. And let's go raid. hold on. We still live in a way. It'll like keep a thing for a while. Let me do end string.